In 2011, Magnum launched Pleasure Hunt, where 6.5 million people jumped, drove, and flew across the internet and collected chocolate bonbons.
Hey.
A year later, in the spring of 2012, we have come up with a sequel, Magnum Pleasure Hunt 2. But this time, the internet wasn't enough. This is a game where you can collect chocolate pieces across the world in the hunt for Magnum ice cream. Run in New York, fly in Paris, and surf the waves of Rio de Janeiro in a fully interactive adventure within Bing Maps Street View interface. How is all that possible? We sent a photographer around the world to shoot all these fantastic locations. Over 6,500 photos were taken. Then, each city was recreated in a 3D program using the photos. These still pictures were stitched together to form a super detailed 3D model of the city streets. A lot of work went into recreating each detail of the city, like lampposts, flags, and even trash cans. In a studio in Stockholm, we then shot all of the frozen characters that populate the streets of New York, Paris, and Rio. The extras had to stand still for hours to get the right effect.
Breathe. 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 Breathe.
A professional ballet dancer from France is the heroine of both Pleasure Hunt 1 and 2. She performed over 60 different moves that were looped and stitched together to transform her from a ballet dancer into a fully functioning game character. Pleasure Hunt 2 is also full of reinterpretations of classic computer games from the 80s, like Frogger, but this time set in a New York traffic jam, and California Games, but transported to a beach in Rio. The end result is a high-paced action-adventure that takes you across 3 continents. That is Magnum Pleasure Hunt 2, and if you haven't played it yet, you should do it now. Try to beat the high score, if you can. Psst, by the way, a secret is hidden on the surf level of the game. Press space to see what happens.